Hey there, I'm Brittany Smith, and welcome to Filmmaker Symposium. So have you ever noticed that some scripts sound cheesy while others don't? Well, the reason for this is dialogue. So today we're going to talk about how to create good dialogue. So film is a very visual art form. So as filmmakers, when we're writing our scripts, we have to keep that in mind, that our audience is looking for eye food. They need eye food to keep the story going because our art form is visual. Now, one thing that's a real danger with dialogue is that many of us will create so many words that we're actually telling people what's going on rather than showing them what's going on. And if we know anything about art in general, art is all about showing rather than telling. And if you haven't heard that before, it's a very important principle. So you want to show rather than tell with almost any art form. So when we're writing, we want to utilize as many visual aspects of a script as we possibly can. Now, many of the visual things that we can use have to do with body language. So body language can tell us way more about a person than just what they're saying. They say that pictures are worth 1,000 words. And if pictures are worth 1,000 words, then film is worth millions of words because there are so many pictures that we're capturing in the course of 60 minutes. So when you are showing people something with the body language, it tells your audience a lot more than what a single sentence can say. For instance, with children, when they say that they're sorry, the way that we really know that they're sorry is by the expression that they have on their face. If a child says, "I'm so sorry," then it might be kind of believable. But if they say, "I'm sorry," then we know that they're actually not sorry because the body language is communicating something completely different. And actually it's saying a lot more than just 2 words. It's saying probably 100 words underneath the surface. So when writing a script, try as hard as you can to remove the wordiness and all the talk and try to push the visuals as much as you possibly can. So another pitfall that a lot of screenwriters run into is actually including small talk in their dialogue. And small talk takes away from your screenplay big time. So it's really important to weed out all that small talk. When we have small talk, we're taking away from those visuals. We're distracting our audience and actually losing their attention. So all that small talk has to be done away with. Here's an example of how some screenwriters write in small talk. Let's say you have 2 characters who are meeting at a coffee shop. One is sitting at a table and the other one is just walking in. The one that's walking goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And then the other girl goes, "Oh, it's going well. How's work?" And they go back and forth. Well, that's just a lot of distracting dialogue that has nothing to do with our story. It's only introducing the fact that they're getting together for the main conversation. So it's really important to start in the middle of a conversation if that small talk is going to take away from your story. And you can absolutely start in the middle of a conversation. How many movies have you seen where they start the actual scene in the middle of a conversation? And it's assumed that they probably did greet each other, but we don't need to know that as an audience because we already know it. We want to know how the story is moving forward. Other forms of small talk could be nonsense comments about the weather, or maybe how their chair is uncomfortable, or maybe how their food tastes or something like that. And it's very easy to get caught up in that because we want our characters to feel real, but you don't want them to feel real with small talk. You want them to feel real with something that relates to the story. So all small talk needs to be done away with. Another mistake that screenwriters make is writing full, long sentences for dialogue. Now, if you consider real-life conversations, many times we don't speak in full, long sentences. It's very broken up, very short. We interrupt each other, and there's just a lot of short little bits that are going on in conversation. So with filmmaking, we need to implement the same thing. We want short little pieces, not long sentences. With dialogue, less is more. So that's all I have for today, but if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And if you have any questions or comments, don't be shy. Be sure to let me know in the discussion section below. So I hope to see you next time on Filmmaker Symposium.